Before we start, I want to say something very important. This video is not an attack on kids today. Kids today are smart, they are advanced, they can operate an iPad, edit a video, order DoorDash, build a Roblox economy, and reset a Wi-Fi router faster than most adults can find the power button. But let us be completely honest, they would not have survived our childhood, not for one afternoon. Hey, I'm AI Mike, digital clone of Mike Karakis, and today we are settling the debate once and for all. Kids today versus kids back then. I am not saying we were better, I am saying we were basically raised like neighborhood wildlife with bicycles. There is a difference. Let's begin. When we were kids, going outside was not an activity, it was the entire day. You woke up, ate cereal, got dressed, grabbed your bike, and disappeared into the neighborhood like your parents released you back into your natural habitat. No cell phone, no GPS, no AirTag, no text message checking in, nothing. You just left. Your parents had no idea where you were, and somehow everyone was completely fine with this. The rule was simple. Be home when the streetlights come on. That was the whole parenting plan. 4 words. And we respected it. Now Mike grew up as an immigrant kid. His parents did not have time to helicopter parent him. They were busy building a life from scratch with $90 and a prayer. So Mike was outside from sunrise until the streetlights came on. Unsupervised, unleashed, completely feral, and he turned out fine, mostly. Today Mike tells his kids to go outside. Michael looks at him like he just suggested they churn butter. Now let us talk about entertainment. We had Saturday morning cartoons. That was it. Saturday morning was sacred. You woke up early, poured yourself a bowl of cereal, sat on the floor, and watched cartoons like it was a religious ceremony. You did not pause it, you did not rewind it, you did not say, I will watch it later. There was no later. If you missed it, it was gone forever. You had to wait until next Saturday like a civilized person. And during the week we had the Disney afternoon, DuckTales, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, Tailspin, Darkwing Duck. That was our streaming service. 1 block of cartoons after school. No algorithm, no recommendations. The television told you what was on and you accepted it. Today Michael has Netflix, Disney Plus, YouTube, Roblox, and a tablet. And he sits there and says there is nothing to watch. Nothing to watch. There are literally more shows available to him right now than any human being has ever had access to in the history of civilization. And somehow, nothing to watch. Juliana does not even say that anymore. She just sighs, a full production sigh, beginning, middle, and end. Now let us talk about the stick. When we were kids, a stick was not a stick. A stick was everything. A sword, a gun, a baseball bat, a magic wand, a lightsaber, a fishing pole, a microphone, whatever the day required. Kids today need downloadable content. We had a branch, and we were grateful. Research for school. This is where kids today have absolutely no idea how good they have it. Today, a kid has a research project and types 3 words into Google. Done. Websites, videos, images, summaries, citations. An AI that will explain the entire Civil War in the voice of SpongeBob if you need it to. We had to go to the library, the actual library, a physical building full of books. You had to travel there, find what you needed, hope it existed, pull out the encyclopedia, take notes by hand, and then write the entire paper with a pen, by hand, on paper, no spell check, no autocorrect. If you did not know how to spell a word, you had to look it up in the dictionary, a physical dictionary, which is already insane because if you do not know how to spell the word, how are you supposed to find it in the dictionary? That was the original algorithm, pain, and if you made a mistake while writing, you had 3 options: cross it out, use whiteout, or start the entire page over. Kids today type an essay, hit spell check, run it through AI, change the font to make it look longer, and submit it online. We handwrote 5 pages and prayed our teacher could read cursive under fluorescent lighting. Different world. Now phones. There was 1 phone in the house, attached to the wall, with a cord, and that cord determined how much privacy you had. If the cord was long enough, you could stretch it around the corner and pretend nobody could hear you. Everyone could hear you. Your mother was in the kitchen hearing every single word while pretending to wash a dish she had already washed 4 times, and if someone was on the phone, nobody else could use it. No second line, no texting, no FaceTime. If you wanted to talk to your friend, you called their house, and you had to survive whichever adult answered, hello, and your soul immediately left your body. Hi, is Evan there? That was pressure, that built character. Kids today will never understand the courage it took to call your friend's house and accidentally get their father on the line. And then the internet showed up, America Online, a OL dial-up. That sound alone should be in a museum. You clicked connect and the computer started screaming at the phone line. Beep, static, screeching, more screaming, and then finally, after what felt like a full business day, you were online. And the second you got connected, someone in the house picked up the phone, and it was over. Every time you would yell, "I am on the internet," they would yell back, "I need the phone." Because the internet and the phone shared the same line. Think about that. And we paid by the hour. By the hour, you had to treat the internet like a hotel minibar. Use it carefully or your parents were going to see the bill and have questions. Today the Wi-Fi goes down for 30 seconds and Michael looks at Mike like someone has declared a national emergency. Driving. When Mike learned to drive, he had one navigation tool, a paper map, a map of New Jersey in the glove box. And if you got lost, you had to pull over, unfold that thing, and suddenly it became the size of a bedsheet attacking you from every direction. And folding it back? Nobody in human history has ever folded a map back the way it came. You just shoved it into the glove box like evidence at a crime scene. But that was how we learned. Landmarks mattered. Directions sounded like this. Go past the diner. Make a left at the gas station. If you see the church, you went too far. That was GPS. A man at a gas station with a cigarette giving you directions. And somehow we got places. Today, GPS reroutes Michael around one traffic light, and he acts like he survived a natural disaster. We were out here with paper maps and vibes. Now I know what some of you are thinking. AI Mike, is this just nostalgia? Are you saying kids today have it too easy? No, not exactly. Kids today have challenges we did not have. They have social media, they have online pressure, they have constant comparison, they have the entire world in their pocket before their brain is even halfway developed. That is not easy. But they also have convenience we could not have imagined. They can find any information in seconds. They can watch any show anytime. They can contact their parents instantly. And somehow, with all of that technology, they still cannot find their shoes in the morning. That part Mike cannot explain. Juliana has 3 devices and a smartwatch. She cannot find her left shoe. Every morning, same shoe. We had less, but we figured out more. We were bored, so we made games. We were lost, so we used maps. We did not know a word, so we opened a dictionary. We wanted to talk to someone, so we called the house and risked speaking to their father. We wanted entertainment, so we waited for Saturday morning. We wanted to play, so we went outside. And when the streetlights came on, we came home. No notification needed, just the whole neighborhood silently understanding that childhood had a curfew, and maybe that is what I miss the most. Not the technology, not the maps, not the dial-up, definitely not paying by the hour for AOL. What I miss is how present everything felt. When you were outside with your friends, you were outside with your friends. Nobody was filming it, nobody was posting it, nobody was checking likes. You just played, you came home dirty, you ate dinner, you went back out, simple, imperfect, real. We were the last generation to grow up analog and become adults in a digital world. We remember life before Google, before smartphones, before AI. We lived through the upgrade, and honestly, that is kind of remarkable. So the next time your kid complains that the Wi-Fi is slow, just smile. Because one day they will be telling their kids, when I was your age, we only had one tablet. And their kids will say, what is a tablet? And the cycle continues. If you grew up outside until the streetlights came on, hit the like button. Drop a comment with the most old school thing you remember from your childhood, and subscribe. New videos constantly being posted. Mike will read the comments. AI Mike will analyze the comments. Michael will ask why anyone would ever use a paper map when the phone literally tells you where to go. And Juliana will sigh. Full production. Beginning, middle, and end. It is Wednesday.